crisis scared the fucking shit out of me. The fucking T-Rex coming through the wall. I threw my controller at the TV. Just straight up. Did you? Like, it was one of the curved ones that would bunk.
Wives' tales, and because wives,
yeah,
right, used to
have tails.
No, well, yeah.
And welcome to Always Room for More. I'm your host, Chris Moore. With me always, my beautiful girlfriend, Katrina Penny.
Hello, I'm Katrina.
And with us is our two best friends, Ryan and Spinny.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Spinny.
Today we're doing our 13th episode, guys.
Spoopy! This is very spoopy.
So if you're superstitious, you might want to skip this one, because it's episode 13. That's bad luck if you listen to it, maybe.
Yeah, spooperstitious.
Spooperstitious. Spoopy! Oh my god.
That's going to be a thing.
That's the name.
Superstitious. Spooperstitious.
Spoopystitious.
I already pre-named it Spoopy. This is the first time I've ever named an episode.
Previous to. That's funny.
That's pretty interesting. We're not going to go into like the whole origins of everything, like, but I thought the origins of the Friday the 13th and like the reasons why we fear the 13th is interesting. Yeah. The origins of this fear are unknown, really, but
it could be a Friday. They don't know.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Today.
Oh, it's going to be out on a Friday, but it's not going to be the 13th. Yeah. No, because the 13th is already passed. But still, so apparently it's connected to the arrest of the Knights Templar, which happened on Friday, October 13th, 1307.
Ooh, in the spoopy month, too.
Yeah, right? Isn't that a coincidence?
Is that when they carried out the massacre against them?
When it started, because they basically got them arrested, and that became the downfall of the Templar Knights, right? And who the Templar Knights work for?
I don't remember.
The
Christians.
Church.
Church, and who do they always try to fuck over? Anyone that opposes them.
The not Christians.
So I guess like they tried. I think they might have thought they were getting too big. The Templar Knights, they took them down. Basically, their own organization. That's what I remember. I'm not very good on history with this because I only listened to podcasts about it, so I could be completely wrong about that. But basically, that's the gist of that.
Yeah, just regurgitated information. Yeah. But that's okay. All my information is
so
that
that's
way.
where people think we get the fear of 13 from, because the Templar Knights were taken down on the 13th day of the 10th month in the year 1307.
I mean, but you could like arbitrarily find a lot of bad shit that's happened on the 13th and the 14th and the 12th.
Yeah.
Any day.
Is that the one that started it? I don't know. There's like...
I mean, my dad was fired 4 times on a Friday the 13th.
Rough.
Like, not on the same day.
Yeah, you did 4 jobs. He wasn't like that go crazy.
4 separate jobs on 4 separate occasions. Just happened to be on a Friday the 13th.
That's rough. I'm going to smoke weed about that.
Yeah, smoke weed about it. And I'll remember that, because that is shitty. What do you do when you lose your job? You should smoke some weed just to help you cope for a little bit.
I was gonna go... Nope.
I'll just take a minute to explain I'm smoking out of an old friend. I call him the Great Chief Packing Bowl. He's we got a bomb. It was a bomb given to us by, we can't remember exactly. We think it's a friend of ours.
Yeah, I think one of our friends gave it to us.
It doesn't matter, really. I don't think we're around much. But we love it. I love it. I think it's great. I never really used it much. You kept it as an ornamental piece for a while.
Yeah.
It's there's a picture of it on Twitter. It's basically a chief's head, like a native-looking head with horns on the sides, the headdress kind of thing. And it's like, a bomb. It fucking hits gnarly. It's pretty good.
It's an interesting bong because like you put water in it, but it still has a choke.
Yeah, so it's like a water pipe.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a little bubbler.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's a bubbler.
It was a really nice gift, and like obviously we appreciate the ornamental value of it just because of Chris's heritage. So
yes,
it wasn't one of your brothers that got it for you.
I'm not sure who.
We really cannot remember. We got it like so many years ago. Like it was one of my girlfriends or one of his brothers. It's literally narrowed down to that. We can't figure out which is which though.
Basically, that's where we come down to it.
Mystery gift.
Yeah.
Like in Pokemon.
Pokemon, which we've all been obsessed with lately.
Yeah.
Well, except for Spinny. He actually fell out of it now for a bit.
I'm done. Like, well, for a while.
As we all know, we just recently got the Switch, and we dove right the fuck into Pokemon Sword, and we have not got out yet. We've been
Yeah, they're still in the pool.
Yeah.
They're pruning up and shit, full of Pokemon.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
We're way down now.
I love the classic games. Do not get me wrong. Okay. I really do enjoy the basic Game Boy one, but there is just something so fascinating about being on the Switch and playing Sword and being able to interact with your Pokemon more and like just build that love with your Pokemon more. I don't know, it's just so much more cool. I don't know, it's really neat. I love it. I've been really obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun.
I'm not saying something because I'm not much of a gamer. Like out of all three of us, really, I'm not, and I'm like obsessed.
Yeah, I didn't think I would like the new Pokemon, like the way they look, or like certain Pokemon, especially the starters. At first, I was kind of like, well, these are kind of looking lame. A rabbit, weird fish thing. The monkey though, they got me with the monkey.
Infernape?
Yeah, no.
Grookey.
What the fuck? Yeah, Grookey. It's a little grass type Pokemon. And
Oh, they have a grass monkey? Because
Yeah.
they have a fire monkey too.
really, where?
Like in an old gen.
Well,
Infernape.
I hope they have it in this gen because I want to get
No,
all
it's
of the
a
monkey
starter.
Pokemon. Because I saw fucking
It's a
Is
starter,
that Gen
man.
3? Because Gen
No,
3
Gen
is
3 is
severely
Blaziken.
left out.
oh
Jason.
shit.
Blaze 3's not left out. Or Gen 3's not left out. You have Nuzleaf.
I do, yeah.
Maybe he's in Shield.
Gen...
Because they have certain ones locked out for Shield and certain ones locked out for
Certain
Sword.
whole generations.
No,
certain Pokemon.
no.
Okay, I was about to say, like, I get that. They always do that. They always,
Right.
like, make some exclusive stuff, so you have to buy both games if you're really adamant about it. But I thought, like, they just decided, like, oh, all these quality of life changes that we made to make the game so much better and easier. Also, which copy did you buy? It says here Gen 4 and 5. You don't get those. You go, oh. Like, both of them, like the whole lot, like nothing from there. Wow, I thought that's what you said at first, and I was just flabbergasted. But
No.
that is not the case.
No.
There's just specific Pokemon like they always
Yeah,
have.
I haven't come across one yet. That's all I'm saying. It might be there. I just haven't come
well,
across
there's
one.
Nuzleaf.
Exactly right.
I was looking forward to try and get my Cyndaquil.
It's Gen 2.
I wanted my Charmander and I wanted my Cyndaquil.
Those are hard to get, man, because they're starters, right?
Well, you can transfer
get
over
Charmander,
from Pokemon Home and Go. If you have Pokemon Go or Home, or both, you can transfer those over to your Pokemon Sword game.
I don't like that.
You can also
It's
transfer the
kinda cool.
Pokemon.
Well, the reason why I kind of don't like it, it's cool, but it's like it's too easy.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, I get it because I
you
transferred
can get
over.
a fucking shiny Mewtwo.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I transferred over Charmander, and I leveled him up to Charizard pretty fucking quickly. And I don't use him as much because he is pretty OP for a bit. But basically, yeah, it gets pretty easy. You just transfer over the strong ones.
For those who don't know, OP means overpowered.
Yes,
Okay,
sorry.
yeah.
There are people that maybe don't understand.
Yeah. So yes, it is. It does definitely makes it a little bit easier, but I think they were trying to accommodate other people that might have like Pokemon they've built up and grown attached to in other games. So like
It does
you
make
know,
sense to.
So
Yeah.
a Charmander or Charizard that you've been using for the last year and a half, and Let's Go Pikachu, and you're like, yo, I want that Charizard in this game. And
Is
the
it
same
Pokemon Let's Go or Pokemon Go?
All of them.
both. So if you've grown attached
So the
to
one on your phone.
Pokemon and
How does the levels transfer over? Because I know it's like CP. And you
I
get
don't
like
know.
thousands of CP. Like I don't fully understand how the level system works, but I know it's not the same. And they can just keep getting more and more.
Good point.
We're definitely on a Pokemon tangent here.
We were supposed to do this Halloween spoopy stuff.
Well, it's not Halloween spooky stuff.
No,
but
it's not
I actually got an
Halloween.
interesting fact about Friday the 13th stuff. Or the Unlucky 13, as
Coming
they say.
back around.
Oh, my phone won't unlock. Hold on. Do you guys know who's scared of the number 13? Like the number 13?
Like Jim Carrey was 23.
Yeah, that's a movie.
So maybe like
You're getting close. Someone is famous.
yeah. So it's like maybe like
I'll even give you another hint. Someone I idolize.
Kevin.
No.
Who else do you idolize?
Famous
tell
for
him
writing.
Steve Dave.
No.
That's not his whole name.
That's not a
That's a whole fucking. That's a whole
That-
podcast.
I know. I thought his name was Tell Him Steve Dave.
no.
First name Tell Him.
No, but there's a get him. Steve Dave. Anyways. A writer.
Christopher
King.
Moore.
No. Stephen King, you said, honey?
Yeah.
Yes, Stephen King. Stephen King actually has a fear of number 13. He suffers from Good.
Triskaidectophobia.
Exactly. Oh, look at you.
Holy shit.
Fear of the number 13. The number 13 never fails to trace that old icy finger up and down my spine when I'm writing. I'll never stop work if the page number is 13 or a multiple of 13. I'll just keep on typing until I get us to a safe number. That was a quote by Stephen King.
He won't stop on page 13.
Yeah, or a multiple of 13. So if he lands on page
Everyone's got
13...
their quirks, I guess.
Right?
Like,
This is interesting. The Master of Fear has a lot of fears, apparently. He has a lot of them.
Makes sense.
You know, and so exactly, when you think about it, you look at his story, he's like 1408. That adds up to 13. Right? So it makes sense. Like, you know, it's a bad number. He hates that number. He writes a
What do you
whole
mean?
fucking story. 1 plus 4
Plus
plus 0 plus 8. 13. That's why that room is so haunted and evil in that story. Spoilers for anybody that didn't know that. I don't know. I don't know if that is a spoiler. I need to cover my bases. I don't want to get yelled at. Stephen King fans we're nasty. Some of them.
People can get defensive of their, you know,
Yeah.
their
Their fandoms.
yeah.
Spoilers. I feel like you got a 1 year limit on your spoilers. Like if it's older than 2020, like you can't complain about spoilers.
Fair enough.
I'd say 2 years is fair.
2 years, 2 years is fair.
Because I still feel like games that came out a year and a half ago are new.
Certain games.
Because
yeah,
I don't have them. They're still new. Like a lot of people don't have them yet. They wait a year to get a game or get see a movie or see something or like.
So our Pokemon
Wait
rant
till
there, would that have been a spoiler alert? Because that's like only 2 years or maybe 1 year old.
Pokemon game?
I don't really. We didn't
We
spoil,
didn't spoil anything. It's just how the game works. You'll figure it out really quickly when you
talked about
hold it in
Pokemon.
your hand. Like,
true.
it's not like we're giving out key story plots of Pokemon. We're just like, yeah, if you
true.
press A, this happens. That was so weird.
We're just letting people know about something. Well, while you take a toke, do you guys know that the 13 is only really in like the Western Hemisphere area, or Northern Hemisphere area where we're afraid of?
What?
Basically, in other places, they're not afraid of the number 13.
Do they have a different number?
Yes. For instance,
Is it 7?
the number 4, tetraphobia, in Chinese culture, in Japan, Korean cultures, which sounds like death in most of those languages.
That's
Number 4.
would make music hard.
Of course, the musician goes straight to...
Makes sense.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we're-
First thing you learn in music is how to count to 4.
Also, the number 9 in Japanese culture, which sounds like the Japanese word for suffering.
9 seems pretty spoopy.
Again, I'm
can
pretty...
see it.
Yeah, it's upside down 6. Everyone knows 666 is the worst, right? Yeah, again, I'm reading this all online, so I might be wrong about some of these things. These are stuff I'm coming off of Wikipedia. So if I'm wrong, blame Wikipedia, y'all. It's because I'm just reading some Wikipedia shit because I'm too lazy to actually go full depth into. Hey, you're not here to learn. You're here to get high and just learn some weird, crazy shit.
You're not here to learn.
You're gonna learn. Just get high and learn.
I meant to say, here's some weird, creepy shit. Does that sound better? Maybe some fun shit too.
We sound real good right now. Yeah.
Oh, it's another A+ episode. Come on.
Is 13 a prime number?
No. Wait,
You were
no,
pretty
it
confident.
is.
I was about to say, you were just like, Spinny, you fucking idiot. I was like, wait, shit.
No, you fool. Bow to me.
Pretty sure a prime number is a number that's only divisible by 1 and itself.
Ugh. Math, stop.
It is cool. It is cool. They're special numbers.
That's how we understand how the universe functions.
Oh, we're here again.
Well, this is about the number 13. And the
Well,
number 13 is pretty
also apparently in a Japanese cultures, maternity wards numbered 43, as it can literally mean stillbirth.
That's awful.
Right?
43?
Yeah.
Gnarly.
What?
So think about that. Next time I want to write a metal song, name it 43.
That's
43.
In Japanese culture, they'll be like, ooh, stillbirth.
Don't name it 43. Name it 43.
I know that's a horrible thing.
that was good.
Yeah, that was pretty good, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Hey, look at you
See that
go.
coming.
Want to make a band?
Now, I need to smoke weed about that.
He's like, I've been trying to do that for 2 years.
I don't know if I can handle another band. You want to make a song? I can handle a song.
3.5 minutes. We'll
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I can handle 3.5 minutes to anyone.
God.
So back to the number thing. Sorry.
That one had layers.
Maybe not.
Yeah, a little bit.
Never mind.
Sorry. Want to hear some more numbers?
Give me some more
What, you
spoopy
got how many
numbers.
numbers you got?
Only like 2 more.
Jeez.
Because I already said about the other one. As we know, 17 in Italian culture. That's all I got here. That's all it says.
That's it. No reason why. Just
Yeah,
17.
17.
Because of the Italians.
Yeah.
Like the Italians
culture.
said so.
Italians
But
hate
apparently,
13.
as we know. So we
well-
should already know.
Is that what it says?
No, I meant to say, as we know, 666, known as hexacosa. Well, that's a big word. I'm not going to say what I'm trying to say. Per biblical prophecy, the number of the beast, an evil takeover of humanity worldwide, also called the mark of the beast.
That was pretty good.
Wherein all humans will have it in your forehand of your hand.
Yo, are we going to start a metal band together? Like all of us? Is there just a podcast metal band?
If
I'm
you're
only
expecting me to
whisper
go
yelling.
next, I'm not doing that.
So yeah, everyone just that's it for other weird numbers out there that people are afraid of. So it's not just 13. It's just people have a weird thing with numbers.
So what happened to number 17?
That's
We
it.
don't know.
Just
Yeah,
the Italians
all it
don't
says,
like it,
the
apparently,
Italians don't
according
like-
to this article.
Okay.
It's a Wikipedia thing. Bring it up with them.
Cool. All right. Sure.
Ask them. Explain this more, please.
I love when it's like I love there's like detailed lists and reasons why, and then just like reason number 7 is just like the Italians. Moving on next. Like no.
That's Wikipedia for you.
For them. That sucks.
Who put this in there at 2 a.m.?
I demand to be updated.
I need to edit this. The Italians. That's the problem.
Some people out there probably would.
Ugh. People suck. I mean, I a good chunk of them anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
If horror movies taught me anything, monsters and shit, I mean nothing. Humans are the scariest things of all.
Oh yeah.
Especially real crimes. True crime shit. I've heard some fucked up stories about true crime people.
I have a question. Does anybody have anyone who is superstitious in their lives, like a parent or a grandparent, anything like that? Because my grandmother was superstitious as fuck.
This is just superstitious. No, I only know people who are a little stitious.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, actually, I'm a little stitious.
Yeah, no,
There's
no.
certain
My mo-
superstitions I don't believe, and certain superstitions I don't. Superstitions, you know.
Yeah.
I think my mom.
Stupid stitions.
I think everyone's mom is a little.
A little. Yeah, you always have those like
Old
crazy
wives'
like
tales.
little wives' tales, yeah. But hey, they're called wives' tales and because wives,
Yeah.
yeah, right, used to
Have tails?
no, well yeah. Okay, I'm a little stoned, so let me work this out. They used to have people I can't talk. This is going really well. I never mind. It's not important.
They used to gather in like groups, right, and have conversations.
Yes. There was something about how there was people that were wives. They used to gather and they used to gossip, right? And like that's how people knew what was going on, because like they would have the wives talking to each other.
Yeah, just gathering and mingling, and
but there was a special purpose for it, and they were called something special, and I can't remember what it is now.
Handmaids?
No. No. Oh, this is such a pointless story now, and I feel like never mind. Can we talk about something else, please?
I'm just gonna smoke weed about that.
That'd be a good idea for right now.
What I was trying to get around to originally was that my grandmother was superstitious, and then somehow we got on this tangent. So, but she was the one that used to wives' tales. That's why. Anyway, she used to always like tell me really crazy stories, like like she was the first person to tell me you don't go under a ladder. It's bad luck if you walk under a ladder, kind of thing. Obviously, that's just common sense. It's dangerous to walk under a ladder, but you're going to tell a child that it's bad luck, right?
She'd tell you not to step on a crack.
She did tell me that one, but that was just more for fun. She wouldn't she didn't she didn't emphasize about the breaking the mother's back part kind of thing. It
was a fun little game.
Yeah.
It wasn't as serious as, no, get away from that ladder. That's scary. Like,
yeah.
It's very, very extremely stitious.
But she was very, very, it's bad luck to put a hat on the table. Mm-hmm. Right?
Your mother is
or
like
shoes.
that too.
Anybody?
Shoes is just unsanitary.
It is unsanitary in new shoes.
Yeah, but
Even new
it's
shoes.
bad luck to put new shoes on the table. It's black cat. She didn't like black cats. We had a black cat original, later on though, but she was black and white. Just little things like that. But my grandmother always blew a lot of things out of proportion as well. Like you couldn't be bleeding. It wasn't just you weren't bleeding, you were hemorrhaging, right? Like it was always the extreme of everything.
Darn.
Right? Like, you had a cut and you got a little bit of a bleed. Oh my God, she's hemorrhaging! So, fun stuff. But, yeah.
Well, I'm trying to find the origins of the old wives' tale for you and everything. And so far what I can get from it is basically wives' tale is just another word for,
Gossip.
Well, not gossip, but superstitious and superstitious stories, and to hand down from elder generations to younger generations to explain why you don't do this or why it's best to do this, and things like you're saying, don't walk under a ladder because this could happen. Because somebody...
They're more common sense that have been turned into superstition to make it more like, don't do that.
Whoa. Okay, so this is completely off topic.
Uh-huh.
But kind of spoopy.
Ooh.
And I don't care. I want to kind of do like a little Halloween episode because it's episode number 13. You can only get one of those.
True, only one of those, and I love fucking Halloween, so bring it on, brother.
Right?
It doesn't matter.
Did you
It's
know
fine.
this isn't even like horror themed? It just kind of feels like a weird horror fact that there's slits in like medicine cabinets in bathrooms for razor blades to go down. And then in a lot of old houses, there's just a fucking pile of old razor blades.
Wait, what?
In the wall. There's not like a catch for them. They're just in the wall. And you just find them when you redo the bathroom.
That's fucked up. Man, we have an old house.
Is there a slit in your thing?
I don't know. I want to look.
Is there a slit in your thing? I don't think you should be asking her that right now.
But no, in your bathroom medicine cabinet, on the back, is there like a little, like, it looks like a piggy bank, but for razors.
I'm going to fucking look.
Like, straight up, that's what it looks like. There's a little
A piggy bank for razors.
Coins could fit in it, but they would just go into the wall.
I don't think we have the slit in our thing.
No.
But that's fucked up.
Yeah, so it's like, there's just piles of razors.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what other weird shit people found in their walls.
That'd be terrifying renovation.
I know. Like there's stories of someone finding like bodies in their wall.
Yeah.
Because their house used to be like an old mortuarium, what the fuck the word is.
Yeah.
And
Mausoleum or whatever.
Dude.
no, it was just like it was
Mortuary?
Yeah, mortuary. Thank you. Is that the word?
Probably. Or not. Probably not. Either one. We're moving on. Either way.
Since it's episode 13, do you think there's a dead person in the wall over there?
Doubt
Over
it.
where?
Like there? I don't know.
No.
It's like under there.
No. I don't
Underwear.
get that. No.
Ah, you said underwear.
I was hoping someone would catch the bait. You brightened right up when I said it.
Because I thought she would do it, but she said no. That's why I looked at you. She was like, I didn't get her. And then you said it, and I was like, you got Ryan.
And my teacher in grade 2 got us with that.
I think Ryan.
I knew it was coming.
He saw the ball was teed up.
Yeah, he swung.
You
I was
missed
like, yo,
it.
he set me up for a dad joke. Great.
Shit.
Yo, fucking my manager at one of my old restaurants used to come in the back into the kitchen. He'd be like, yo, what do you eat? What are you eating under there? and every once in a while I'd catch you. What are you eating under there? Underwear. He's like, you're eating underwear.
That's like grade 3 shit, man.
So stupid.
Like, that shit you do when you're like
Who
7
was
years
that?
old.
That was my manager, Rick. Rick. Throw that name under the bus. No last names needed.
There's plenty of Rick managers. you can't like. There's so many managers named Rick.
That's a typical manager name.
Yeah.
I remember I used to work with a guy named Rick, and remember Rick and Morty when they go inside to that other little place that Rick built, and he came down as the ambassador of another country, and he told everybody that the middle finger was peace amongst you or whatever, something shit like that, right?
Peace Among Worlds or something
Yeah,
like
peace
that.
among worlds. So I told that to Rick. He thought it was the greatest thing in the world because that was his favorite thing to do to people in the fucking factory. Was give them a big middle finger. So he started walking around and goes, "Peace amongst worlds, motherfucker." Oh, it was fucking funny.
Oh my gosh.
Because he was an older guy, right? He didn't watch Rick and Morty, so he didn't know that shit. So when I told him that, he was fucking like, "Oh, that's fucking great." Oh, I think I'm gonna need to pack another toque.
Yeah, I just ripped one. I'm pretty fucking
So
ripped.
I'm gonna have to pack a toque with this next week's Explain the Strain.
True.
I bought today. I bought spinach. Well, it's made by Spinach, and it's Blueberry Indica.
Made by Spinach.
Yes, spinach. Spinach.
I've had people call me Spinach.
Really?
Yep.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
I think I just found my new word for you, spinach.
Spinach.
Oh my god, why did I never think of that?
Right? Why did we never thought of spinach? It's the spinach.
Oh.
that it?
Oh, yes. Strangest friend would just keep making up new names for me. Like, what's his fucking name? Cooper? like Slurpee?
Has anyone ever called you Spinocchio?
No, but he might have. I don't know. Half of them, all I remember was Cooper. This guy thought Spinny was Cooper. What's his name? Buster?
Isn't he the same one that called you Scooter?
Yeah, Scooter. Yeah, it's the same guy. Scooter.
Alright, so you're explaining the strain, Chris?
Yeah, yes. The Blueberry Indica that I bought today. It's a very nice green, actually, and covered in fucking crystals. Like, the crystals on this sucker makes it nice and, like, shiny when you shine a light on it. It sparkles. Like, you know when you walk outside on a nice bright winter day and the snow is just sparkling at you and you're like, ooh.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Right? So that's kind of what's going on here. But you just kind of move the boat around the light. You see little sparkling lights. And, like, the little green leaves and orange hairs. And little dark green leaves, actually. A little dark on some part. A little purplish almost.
We haven't had purple weed in a long ass time.
Oh, I tried to pick up some lavender weed the other week, but they're sold out. It was like fucking dark purple. But this stuff has a bit of purple in it, and it's called Blueberry. It has a nice flavor of taste of, what would you say? Like not really earthy, but the smell's a little earthy. Almost like smelling fresh blueberries, I would say.
I kind of has that undertone of blueberry. I do smell that.
Blueberries kind of smell like dirt, though.
Yeah, like
To
no,
me,
so,
like-
like fresh blueberries. Yeah, like just that kind of like. Oh,
Here, take a whiff.
I don't know. I like it though. It is an
Take a whiff.
indica,
Yeah.
which is nice. Again, because Trina doesn't sleep, so indica is key. Ah, yes. Benny, do you want to smell that? Sorry,
Yeah.
I was not paying attention.
You're high on the indica.
That's really sweet, yeah.
Yeah, so this is what we're smoking today, and it's pretty good. Like I said. Also, I picked up the other day. I just picked up the other day. It's called Shred Tropic Thunder J's, a jar of joints. It's literally a little plastic like weed jar that you usually get your weed in when you buy it from the dispensaries, right?
Maybe a little bigger.
A little bigger, like not by much. It's
Not
basically
by
what you
much.
get a quarter in, maybe roughly, right? You get a quarter. Would you get a quarter in that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's a quarter.
And there's 14 joints in this fucking thing. I so far smoked probably about 7 in the last couple of days.
It's just a little
Damn.
jar of joints. It's
Yeah.
so cute. I was like, that's adorable. Like,
I smoke one now, but we would smoke out the room. So maybe on the end of this, when we're finishing off, we'll smoke
Yeah.
one or two.
Open the window.
Yeah. Share them around. Like, we all have our own personal one.
oh god.
Oh, God.
It's like the stoner's version of those little Tic Tac buckets of gum.
I've been smoking pisser, man. It's like little baby tokes. Like, I can't smoke like a gram to myself.
It's not that big.
The P5s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, a little P5
That's not that bad. That's
No,
like a
they're
pipe bowl.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's made to be a personal
penner.
joint.
I could rip a penner. Okay.
Like I said, the jar is not that big.
I couldn't rip a fucking cowabunga. We did that 420. That,
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was
My
good. I want to get another one of those.
goodness.
I smoked a small one of those the other day by myself.
Yeah.
Well, after work, 'cause I got home, you were sleeping. I was playing some Pokemon on the big screen, and just I took that after, and I was fucking like, oh man, I'm gonna sit here and play some Pokemon. Played for like maybe 10 minutes, fucking fell asleep in the chair.
Class.
It was an indica one, so it was fucking just. And thank God, Switch comes with those fucking wrist straps, because fall asleep, those things just dangle by your side, and you don't have to worry about breaking nothing.
Yeah, your PS4 controllers really have taken the brunt of the damage on that.
You just gotta rubber them up, man.
Any thick rubber though, I drop them from pretty high up sometimes.
Yeah. As long as it's a little rough.
And they always fall on the joysticks or the bumpers, so they're like,
Then you go to pick up and use the bumpers, and it's like, why the fuck's the screen constantly going to the right side? Oh, yeah, the right R1's stuck jammed in. Let me just pry that out.
Most people have that problem because they're rage quitters or rage fucking destroyers.
I've had buttons stick from like just squeezing the ever loving fuck out of the PS2 controller. Just. I had problems playing video games as a kid. I got angry sometimes. You never saw that side of Spinny, really.
I think we could hear that come
I was gonna
across.
say,
in the-
yeah.
The ever loving.
That was intense.
I wish people could have seen your face, because that was gold.
Have you strangled a controller or two? I'm picturing like Simpsons. When Homer goes to choke Bart.
Yeah,
That's like Spinny with the controller. Just
yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
That's
So that's what I was
hilarious.
saying. Like, basically, most people do that because of that. I do it because I drop my controllers because I fell asleep a lot while playing games.
Yeah, it's always the sleep. You've never been angry at a video game that I have seen. Where no, you have gotten angry at Grand Theft Auto, but it's been just like, okay, I'm done.
Basically,
You don't get actually angry. The most that happens is you fall asleep.
Okay. Waka Kapow. Scariest video game. Go.
what? Hold on, just 1 second. What the fuck did you just say before that?
Waka kapow!
waka kapow.
That just threw me off for a second. I was like, what?
Well, I
That
now
was
have
out
a
of character.
version of everyone saying Waka Kapow.
Okay.
Scariest
video game.
The scariest video game. Sorry. Yeah, scariest video game.
I'm gonna have to go with the Outlast game. Because
Outlast?
again, because it's a game where your whole point of the game is surviving and running and hiding.
Yeah, you don't really get to fight back.
You don't.
If you fight back, you lose.
Yeah, there is no fighting back in that game. Like,
There's-
there's boss fights where basically the whole point of the boss fight is just surviving that fucking boss fight. Like, run away.
Yeah,
Hide.
and eventually you'll lose them.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever really. I don't play a lot of scary video games. I've watched my people play scary video games more than actually played them, so I haven't really been into them as much as who's playing it. One creepy one that I remember watching my buddy play when I was younger was Doom. I thought that was freaky, or I think it was Doom. It was like they were in
Doom's
hell,
freaky. Yeah.
Yeah. Doom
but
Hell.
I wouldn't call it the scariest video game.
No.
You know, no, my reference pool is pretty thin on that one, so pretty shallow.
I know one you overlooked, but it's one I'm going to mention. Bioshock.
Oh, Bioshock! Thank you. Oh my gosh, I always forget about Bioshock. God damn it. Yeah,
It's
Bioshock.
it's not terrifying, but it's
No, it
definitely
makes-
good.
It
but-
got me a couple times where I was like, "Oh shit! Okay, this is
Yo.
happening."
That big guy comes around the corner and starts running at you, like when you don't
Go,
see
go,
him.
go, 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 go.
It takes you off guard sometimes, and like the setting of it is really like eerie and creepy. And you are underwater, which is one of you're in a city underwater, so you have pool there's channels where you do have to walk, and it's just glass, and you're seeing like the darkness and the occasional
Water dripping through.
waters dripping through the pipes and stuff like that, and you get some large creatures in the background floating by, and I'm just like, I'm good, I could live without this. We all know how I feel about big water.
Exactly.
Big
That's-
water.
That's what's great about that game, actually, is that's what's great about that game, actually, is that the fact that it's not just that the characters are scary. The characters are scary.
These characters are Carrie.
Yeah, his characters are so scary. Anyways, but the atmosphere makes it fucking terrifying too, because you're walking down a dark hallway, you hear that fucking tink, tink, clink, 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 because you know that's fucking those whatever rippers, whatever, with those fucking metal things on their arms and shit, just clanking on the fucking ground, coming near you. Then there's all this fact that you're underwater. Everyone knows when something's underwater, there's that groaning sound of being underwater.
Yeah, and that's what is constantly going.
Right? So,
Yeah.
when you go into certain areas, it's like that, right, underwater. It's like, what the fuck? Ugh, I hate that.
Yeah.
Right?
This is about to collapse.
It's
on
all
top
about
of me.
atmosphere in games. I love that.
Yeah, creepy atmosphere for sure.
Would that, by any chance, be related to your fear of wind?
Maybe. Because there are areas, I think, in some games where, the wind seems, incredibly hard. Making buildings shake like that is kind of unnerving, I guess.
Could be similar to, the signs creaking and groaning with the wind, as opposed to, the underground building
Y'all
kind
ever
of
seen this?
shifting with the waves.
Y'all ever seen the CN Tower bend in the wind?
Oh, God, no. I don't want to see that.
No, that's horrifying.
That kind of made me actually go, ugh, when you said that.
It
Want
was
to play
built.
into his fear? There it is.
It was built to flex.
I know.
It was. It has to.
Well, isn't it actually the tallest freestanding building?
You have to
No.
draw the fucking CN Tower with big fucking muscly arms, just fucking flexing.
Built to flex.
Build the flex above it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Yes.
Built to flex.
Build the flex.
Built to flex.
That's Canada for you.
Yeah,
I'm smoking weed
that's
about
fucking
that.
kid.
Oh, that was gold.
Smoking the Blueberry Indica.
Is that what I'm smoking?
Yeah, that's what I gave you. For the beginning.
I'm
And
feeling
then
that
I'm
indica.
I'm
then.
smoking blueberry outlaw.
Hell yeah. 'cause
I
you
got a
mixed
little
it.
hybrid going on. I give it a shake and bake.
Well, I guess I should explain my strain for today. I got some. What is it? It's peanut butter, Mandarin alien cookies.
What the fuck?
Yeah, peanut butter mac is what it was called.
What
but,
the fuck?
The person there actually knew what it stood for, and it's Mandarin alien cookies.
Can you repeat that? Peanut butter.
Mandarin alien cookies.
That just sounds like we pulled a bunch of words out of a hat and called it that. Does it taste like peanut butter?
It's just called peanut butter mac. I imagine it was mixed and it's a hybrid of some alien cookies and some other shit. It's 23.1%. So like this is some stronger shit.
Yeah, holy shit. I don't think I told that percentage on ours.
Yeah. Do you know what the percentage is there?
On mine? On the fucking Blueberry Indica? Not really.
All right, we'll post that in the update.
Yeah, it'll be on the show thing.
Anyways, this is some nice looking weed. It's got some crystals on there. I got a pretty decent picture there we can post on the meads.
Yeah, you got a gorgeous picture.
Oh yeah, the pictures. We got some good pictures coming out again.
I fucking hate that word, the meads.
Wait, not like that.
So schmeeds.
We're trying to keep ahead of the times, man. Everyone knows that's gonna be the thing in a couple years.
We're making it a thing.
No, I think it was already a thing. Someone else
Is
made
it?
it
Yeah,
a
you
thing.
guys, we said it in an old episode.
Yeah.
The meads, and we all laughed about it.
It's because I said it because I heard it from somewhere else, and I was like, "Oh, that's funny," and it just, I don't know. I started calling it that. Next thing you know, we're all calling it.
I'm not.
Well, no, you're not, but that's how it works, man.
I say it when I want to be funny.
See, I think I have said it once.
I keep saying and I have nothing to repeat or to say after the so I'm just kind of umming over nothing.
Well, you know,
I'm doing a really good job at talking today, guys. Like
it's the blueberry, man. It's just,
that indica is fucking me up. Legit. Like I'm sitting here going like, ooh, like I can't even talk. So,
Have a
you
sip
know,
of water.
Yeah, a sip of water. You know,
might be a good
help.
idea.
Did you guys have any superstitions growing up? Leave anything like, for instance, I remember driving around, and when we drive past a graveyard, you hold your breath, because if you didn't hold your breath, the spirit can pass into you and travel with you.
I wasn't told that one. I was told to lift your feet when you go over railroad tracks, like in a car. Like lift your feet, right? Don't know why. I don't know if this is really a superstition. It's more a game, but we always did the punch buggy thing. I remember the first time my cousin did it to me. We were on our way to the cottage. I was young, and I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, that's
right?
not a superstition.
No, I didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden, my cousin out of nowhere just freaking hauls off and punches me in the arm. And she goes, "Punch buggy!" And I'm like, what in the... Like, obviously I'm little, so I don't actually swear. But, you know, I'm like, what was that for? And I'm like, ow, right? Mm-hmm. And she's like, there's a punch buggy. I didn't see it because we're on the highway, right? And I'm like, what the hell is that, right? Like, I don't know what a punch buggy is at, like, 10 or 9. Like, really young. Like, maybe younger than that, like 7, right? And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then, yeah... That's how I learned what that was, and I did not like it.
My dad did punch buggy, so I knew punch buggy growing up.
I was gonna say that was my brother's move, I think, to do to me. So yeah.
No, yeah, okay, but not a superstition. Just yeah, okay.
Sadistic game played by kids.
I try and avoid 13 at all costs.
Oh really?
I'm kind of superstitious about that.
Interesting.
I've noticed that actually. You've mentioned that before.
Yeah. And lean heavily towards the number 7.
Lucky number 7. That's
It's funny
true.
because my birthday's on the 7th of August, so it's just kind of like
Interesting. My dad's birthday was on the 7th of October.
Oh, cool.
My birthday's on the 7th.
Yes, Spinny
We've
and I
got
are
3 7s in the room.
Yeah.
Well,
Spinny and I are very
You're not
close in
7.
age. I'm like 4 months older than Spinny to the
What was I
day.
thinking?
yeah.
How am I right now? My
I was
birthday
like
is
3,
not the 7th.
motherfucker. Yeah. You're a 28th, and I'm a fucking 5th. I don't see no motherfucking 7 in here.
You're thinking
I
about
like
your
my
dad.
28. I was almost born on Halloween.
Very close, motherfucker.
Very close, yeah.
Lucky bastard.
Speaking of spoofy,
Spoofy. That's a different word.
didn't Spinny say it once? Pretty sure.
Spoopy.
Yeah, spoopy.
Spoopy?
Yeah, spoopy. I said
It's a meme.
Oh.
I said spooperstitions or spooperstitions.
Spoopy. I named the Pro Tools
recording.
session Spoopy.
I think also the only other superstition we believed in growing up was basically like the tales of the Dark Man and shit, like the Man in the Black Hat and all that kind of shit. You know, it's a horrible, scary shit. He's like a dark omen. Basically, you see the Man in the Black Hat, something bad's gonna happen. Just dark shit like that. We won't get into it.
Well, you can't do that.
Well, it's the thing is like I've heard like it's not just like what I used to think was like a family thing, but apparently it's like an actual entity. Apparently, like shadow people. I don't know if you ever heard about shadow people.
Yeah.
Well, there's basically 3 different types of shadow people. There's your regular shadow person, who is just like your typical shadowy apparition of a person. Second type of a shadow person is a shadow man with a hat.
Hat guy.
Yeah, the hat man, basically. So basically, it's a shadow person with a hat shape, either like a top hat, cowboy hat, whatever kind of hat.
Hat guy.
Yeah, the hat guy. Well, that's just the hat guy.
Yeah. Number 3.
Yeah. Number 3 apparently is the most dangerous one, and that's the red-eyed shadow person.
Does he not have a hat?
No hat.
No hat?
No hat.
Hatless,
He's
hatless red eyes.
Yeah, hatless and red eyes.
This guy's got a hat. This guy doesn't got a hat.
Yeah.
This guy's got red eyes and no hat. No hat is important.
Exactly. But red eyes is danger.
Yeah. What if there's a 4th one where the red eye one had a hat?
Well, maybe there is. Maybe there's a hybrid shadow man.
When a mommy shadow person and a daddy shadow person love each other very much.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Now, is that you? I know you said you thought it was based on your family, but you thought it was a thing. Now, is it a thing in your culture, or is it a native culture thing, or because maybe other native,
For sure.
Right? Might know of it.
I would think, yeah. That's the thing is like I think maybe there is, and if my family does listen to this, to the podcast, they would probably reach out and let me know, if I'm wrong, if I'm right, or if I'm able to be allowed to even talk about this kind of stuff, kind of thing.
Probably should have asked.
Yeah, right. That's why I didn't want to get into it really, but like.
Well, you can't just drop a bomb on us and be like, wait, what?
Well, I'm just trying to think of like spooky stuff. Remember, stuff we used to leave in as kids, but now we're kind of like, maybe it was just bad luck that fucking happened. Like maybe there is a spooky person.
My mom's pretty stitious. Like,
Yeah, right.
Semi-stitious?
No. She's a little more than that.
Mid-stitious.
Mid-stitious.
Like upper mid stitious.
Upper-stitious.
Not quite super.
Super, not supra.
I
Now-
think she's superstitious.
Now, would you consider superstitious and spiritual the same thing?
Yes.
I
Do
would
you?
say yes.
Why? Necessarily why?
Because in both you accept that you don't know the answer and that there's some kind of bigger thing helping out.
Okay. I'm just wondering because
Well, it's belief.
because if you're because I know when you say superstitious, you think, oh, don't go near a black cat or these little things like that, right? But
I
spirituality
don't
goes
think
a
it's
lot
both.
deeper than that, or being aware of little I don't want to use the word paranormal, because that's not exactly what I'm delving into. But
We mentioned black cats. We mentioned black cats a couple of times. Do you know where the black cat thing comes from?
isn't it a witch thing?
Well, basically,
I should know this, but I don't.
It was a Catholic thing. Mm-hmm. The Catholics basically came out saying that black cats were evil and stuff were bad. But not because of witches and stuff like that. It was, I forget what the actual reason was, but there is a reason for it. And it was because of this. This is what some historians think, that the Christians and like the Vatican or the church went so hardcore on these black cats, saying that they're evil. Don't trust them. They're black. They're evil. They're the demons. They're devil cats. That they wiped out a lot of black cats in the region, and that's what helped the Black Plague spread faster, because they didn't have any cats to stop the rats.
Mm-hmm. They had one. They just killed probably a lot of them.
Yeah, right. So they had less cats there, basically, in the region.
Yeah, and I'm sure just cats in general ended up getting persecuted.
It might have been because they thought witches and black cats were a thing.
Well, because I remember them saying that, I could be wrong as well. I need to fact check myself. But I recall being told that it's because they were related to pagans and being a witch's familiar, and they're evil, and that's not actually what a familiar is. I mean, in some readings you can find it'll say that, but if you look deeper, that's not what a familiar actually. It's more just a pet. They really didn't have. Okay, rewind. They used to think that the witch's familiar was the devil trying to, or a demon helping the witch with her powers, right? So they ended up killing a lot of pets when they killed and burned witches in the old days, witch trials and stuff like that.
Sure, that's pretty gnarly. Yeah, I never really thought that all those witches that got burned at the stake, they probably had a pet.
Yeah, and
Rude.
Cats were considered a part of that. So that's not the whole reason for it, but familiars were considered evil because they were considered to be helping and giving the witch their power. Right? So, when really they were just pets that were being kept by medicine women and men who were, learning to use nature and the things around them to be able to heal and stuff like that. But they were, and people who were considered witches weren't even fucking doing anything except being women. So
does the dog.com the pilgrimage? Yes it does. Don't watch the pilgrimage. Don't be a part of the pilgrimage. Just don't go back in time there.
Things are bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, basically yeah, sounds about right.
Did I get it right?
Oh, roughly. During the Dark Ages, fast forward 1,000 years from when cats used to help us and keep things alive, keep us alive and away from them and shit like that, I guess. How did this fear translate over to a specifically colored domestic cat? It's believed that the superstition began around the Middle Ages in Europe. Folklore spread about a man and his son who came across a black cat, which they began to toss rocks at.
Mean. Rude.
That just sounded like
so nonchalant.
I don't know who wrote this fucking website, ethosvet.com. I'm sorry. I'm going to laugh at whoever wrote this article, but where was the fuck was I on this? Oh yeah, threw tossed rocks at. The injured cat ran into a woman's house who was suspected of being a witch. So when it happened, a woman happened to appear limping and bruised the next day. People suspected the cat must be the woman in disguise. Sensing black cats are evil because witches can disguise themselves as them. So other theories suggest that during this time, people started seeing black cats as a sign of death and bad luck simply because of their black fur. Just like ravens and crows, sadly, mass killings of black cats spread across Europe as people tried to rid the streets of these bad omens.
Well, there you go.
So that's hence why the Black Death
They were
spread
very
faster.
extremely stitious back then.
Oh, very holy fuck back then.
I mean, I
Woo-wee.
went into more familiar, like the lore of familiars than anything.
People think autism was this brand new fucking thing that just happened like 10 years ago, fucking 20 years ago, or some shit. There's stupid people out there. This shit's been happening since fucking back then. If you happened to be autistic back then, they thought you were just some fucking,
Yeah.
thing that can't be helped, so they'd kill you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
There was a lot of.
it was a horrible fucking time back there. Like, you're a demon child.
If you could read,
Antichrist. Oh, fuck.
if a woman could read,
That's what I mean.
that was a bad sign. You weren't allowed to do that. There was another. There's a whole whack of things that would get you accused and burned as a witch.
Yeah,
Like some ridiculous things.
Well, Salem witch trials, that was some bullshit, because, that was just all egret poisoning, or egret poisoning, whatever the fuck the word is for that, Basically, people high on mushrooms, fucked up, didn't understand what the fuck was going on. They thought they were under some witch's spell, so they charged the people that they thought were witches. Crazy fucking bullshit. People are fucking scary. Like I said, people are fucking scary.
Yeah, no kidding.
We will think some stupid shit and do some stupid shit. But as you asked earlier about religion or spirituality and superstition, I think they do kind of go hand in hand, because it comes down to belief. Do you strongly believe what you believe in your spirituality?
Wow.
Spiritualness.
Spirituality.
Yeah, spiritualityness. That's what I was trying to
Yeah,
fucking
I
say.
mean, I guess,
It's
like,
not a word.
obviously, if you have a strong belief in something, there's going to be things within that belief system that are going to, trigger you in a way that are going,
I think a good way to put it is all spiritual people are superstitious, but not all superstitious people are spiritual.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, no, I see that for sure.
I am so high.
Yeah.
That made sense. That made a lot of sense.
Yeah, but it took like fucking 4 minutes to come up with those words. Or however long it was, I'll find out editing.
We're not doing very well talking today. I think.
Oh, it's been alright.
It's gonna be a good episode. No worries. It's episode 13. It should be a little weird and spoopy.
Right?
Right, Spinach?
You want something that'll, Oh.
I don't care, actually. Yo, can we offer Spinach as a
Yeah. You sure, Spinocchio?
Pinocchio?
He said it earlier. Did you miss that?
Is that a new one?
Okay.
Alright, well,
There's been other ones too. There's been Spinjamin.
Benjamin.
That was amazing. There was Spinifred.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Spinifred Sanderson.
oh.
I was gonna try and make it spaghetti.
Never,
It's like Anthony
Just
spinning
spaghetti.
spaghetti.
yeah, it's just Spetty
Spaghetti.
instead of Sketty.
Spaghetti.
It's good, Spetty.
What'd
Close enough, dude. Straight up, you tried. You tried your best. F for effort, man.
Better than a grunt.
Well, I do have a random article for you on
Ryan's
today's
random article.
Ryan
random
article.
articles. Ryan's random articles.
Newly identified species of saber-toothed cat was so big it hunted rhinos in America.
I wonder
Say that again.
Whoa.
A newly identified species of saber-toothed cat was so big that it hunted rhinos in America.
Gnarly.
I wonder if
A
it was
tiger
black.
hunting a rhino.
A black one, maybe. That'd be pretty badass.
Oh, yeah, with
Purple
like
one,
a
maybe.
scar.
Like fucking Battle Cat from He-Man. That's coming back, y'all. He-Man's coming back.
Yeah,
You
the
know who-
80s are coming back.
Do you know who doing He-Man?
No.
My other idol.
Arnie.
No.
Who?
Kevin. He's writing it. Kevin wrote it.
Oh,
Kevin
I thought you
Smith.
meant he was playing him, and I was like,
Well, he's
what?
lost a lot of weight, but he ain't putting on no muscle yet.
I'm just like, that makes me uncomfortable.
No, he's writing the cartoon, the new cartoon that's coming on
dope.
Netflix. Yeah, he did it. Him and I forget who else. Fuck. But yeah, it's coming out on Netflix soon, and looks pretty dope. Looks like just like the old '80s cartoon, but nowadays kind of shit. It keeps up. It holds up, I think.
Holds up.
You know, I watched it sort of as a kid because it was on reruns when I grew up.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't born in '89. Oh look, you know my age. So basically, I was born in '89, and I watched some of it. Like some of the shows I watched as a kid were fucking crazy. Like anybody else remember Cops? Not the show Bad Boys. What you gonna do? No, that no. Like COPS C.O.P.S. Cops.
What was that one about?
It was a cartoon about a special like agency of cops. There was a guy who could like stretch out his arm. He was like long arm, I think it's called. You know, long arm the law. It was just like, you know, and then they'd fight like, you know, really big badass bad guys that were super powered as well.
Yeah.
It was a crazy
Save the
show.
day.
It was
Save
a
the day.
crazy show, man, back in the day. But yeah, so like I said, we watched crazy shows back when I grew up. But He-Man's coming out again, so who knows what they might come back out with next. That's my hope.
I'm so fucking high.
Did we,
But yeah, Battle
did
Cat.
we mention seeing Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, we did the other, not like last episode, but the episode before that. 'Cause last episode was the movie episode, which I forgot to mention during that episode. You know what's great about that movie?
What?
Is that you think the final girl is Angela, right? If you've never seen the movie before and you don't know what's going on, and you don't know what the whole plot of it, like the people that originally saw that movie were really fucked up because they're like, so who's the killer? Like, 'cause you're thinking Angela's gonna be the final girl, right? She's quiet, she's mousy, she's, you know, a person that you don't see being the fucking killer for one right away. Right nowadays, you suspect her right away because she's fucking weird in the beginning, right? But back then, I don't think you would. So I just wonder, like, the first people that saw that movie, were they like, holy shit, it is her, you know what I mean, or him, or whatever, you know? But yeah, so I just thought of that the other day. I was like, we never mentioned how like that had to be groundbreaking for that
Yeah,
time.
yeah, because it was an '80s movie.
Yeah, right. And women weren't really made the killer back that much. Like, yeah, there's the Pamela Voorhees, right, in the very first Friday movie, because everyone knows the first Friday movie doesn't have Jason in it, has Jason's mom as the killer, which again, that's pretty big because a woman as a killer, right? So yeah, I don't know. It's just something I thought was interesting that I'd rather bring up during the movie
technically-
episode.
Never mind, I don't want to get into that right now.
Well, you know what I mean. Though, but you think it's a girl, though. You're
Yeah.
led to believe she is a girl.
yeah.
Right. It's not until the very end, the very big twist. Yes, I know it is a male that turns out to be a killer and stuff like that. And yes, sorry again, spoilers for that. If you didn't listen to that episode.
They specifically skipped that episode to fucking miss the spoilers, and they're like, I'll just listen to the next one. They say spoiler alert, and then the next one is us just like, oh, by the way, here's your spoiler if you didn't know. Like,
At the end of spoiling it. At the end of spoiling it.
oh man, you're a dick.
For somebody that
Okay,
hates
first of
things
all,
being spoiled,
I think we said earlier about being a limitation on spoilers.
Yeah, if this
movie
is over
almost
20 years old.
30 years old.
Yeah,
okay?
fuck it. Yeah, you're
Over
right.
30. Yeah.
that's past the statute of limitations
Yeah, we're
on
talking
spoiler.
We're talking about 2 years. What were you saying?
But yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh.
What else had
Did you have any scary games that? Did you
Dino
mention-
Crisis scared the fucking shit out of me. The fucking T-Rex coming through the wall. I threw my controller at the TV. Just straight up. And, like, it was one of the curved ones that would bunk.
I remember making that sound and shit.
Bunk.
Oh, well, thanks for listening. And again, you can find us on Twitter at AlwaysMorePod and Instagram at Always Room for More Podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook at Always Room for More podcast as well. And I'm debating on making us a TikTok.
That'd be interesting. What we have exactly?
Basically, I was thinking we would just do little behind the scenes snippets and stuff like that of podcast stuff. You know, I thought it might be fun to have a little TikTok.
A pre-record ritual of you rapping out and
Oh yeah, me listening to loud music and making sure that I get hyped. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. That makes sense. That'd be good. So yeah, look out for that coming soon. Again, if you're listening on Apple iTunes, Spotify, or whatever place you can rate and review or whatever, give us a like, rate, and review. Let us know what you like, don't like. You know, give us tips, pointers, stuff that you.
We can be a little mush mouthy sometimes, but other than that, you know, like we try. We try to give you content you'll enjoy. If you enjoy it, you know, let us know.
Yeah, talk to us.
We always enjoy talking to you.
So again, we're gonna take a big toke on that because we're gonna smoke some weed on that.
Smoke some weed.
So thanks for coming along for the high, because there's always room for more.